I want you to be happy. I know that you care about money because you're complaining about it all the time. I know that you need money because that's how they slap you around like a little rag doll. I know that money matters. That's why one of your cousins cussed the other one out last week because he borrowed $50 and he said, let me hold something, and then he never paid him back. I know that money matters in our community. I know how many young people go to prison because they're trying to do crazy things to get money. I know that a lot of y'all hate your jobs. I've seen the data. I've seen how many of our people are depressed because of what they call black fatigue, which might consist of microaggressions that you experience at work. You go to work and the white lady Sally is mean to you, and you realize she don't like black people, which could be true, and you go home and you're sad about it because there's nothing you can do because you need that job. Why do you need that job? You need that job because you're living paycheck to paycheck. Why do you live in paycheck to paycheck? Well, because nobody left you an inheritance. Why did no one leave you an inheritance? Because financial consciousness was very low. That's nobody got the insurance. Nobody made the estate plan. Nobody made sure all the documents are signed to make sure that Mr. Charlie can't steal grandma's house. See, what you got to understand is that when you want to understand economics, you got to go to the root of things. I consider myself an economic surgeon. A surgeon doesn't just look at the symptoms of the health issue. The surgeon doesn't just say, here, take some aspirin and call me in the morning. The surgeon doesn't just say, hey, let's march and pray. Let's have a rally and cheer for you to heal from your cancer. No, the surgeon does analysis. The surgeon has instruments where they can go in and look on the inside of your body and figure out the root cause of why you're coughing so much, or why there was blood in your pee, or why you suddenly lost balance at work and fainted the other day. So as an economic surgeon, I don't just understand the racial wealth gap. Anybody can cite those statistics. Everybody cites them. I understand why the racial wealth gap exists. That's what a PhD does for you. It's a real PhD. It's not one of those like weekend doctorates that people get where they just get online and take a couple classes and call themselves doctor. Everybody calls themselves doctor. No, I was at the Ohio State University for several years, and it was one of the most torturous experiences known to man. But I made it through the storm. Now we're here to talk about this. Now let me explain to you why every black family should have a family business. Let me give you some stats, and I thought about this because I was in Detroit after I left Miami and because we had our economic elevation summit in Miami. So I flew up to Detroit and I'm driving through these neighborhoods and I'm looking at black communities where Indians own more gas stations in these black communities than the black people do. I don't know about anybody else, but that's a damn embarrassment. We should be ashamed of ourselves. Like we should be like, wait, hold on, this is a state of emergency. It's crazy to me, right? Like we will get riled up over things that mean nothing. Like maybe we're mad because our favorite Democrat didn't get elected, or maybe we're outraged because they told somebody that they didn't like their dreadlocks at the public school. Right? I get it. I respect it. I ain't disrespecting your locks. I ain't disrespecting your braids. None of that. That's fine. But I really want you to also get outraged. I mean, since you're in the business of being outraged, I think it would make sense to be outraged over the fact that you have entire communities that are owned by other people and your own damn children who live in your own damn neighborhood. Your son's at risk of getting shot by another brother walking down the street one day. I seriously, I went to see my mentee and he said, on this block, everything's safe, but don't go to that block over there because that's where all the death is. That's where the drugs are. That's where the crack houses are, right?